We're talking about how to recession-proof your law firm. Wee-hee! That doesn't sound too fun. Okay, so today I got to lighten the mood a little bit.
It's a lot more fun than not being recession-proof when the recession hits.
Hey, that's true, because statistically speaking, Andy, a Harvard study showed that after the Great Recession, 45% of businesses that were not prepared for a recession either declared bankruptcy or were privately sold. How many of you would like to be in that position, to sell your business for way less than it's worth, or to declare bankruptcy? Yes or no when this next recession hits, which we're kind of already in, by the way. Because here's the stats, okay? Consumer sentiment is the lowest it's ever been in 10 years, since 2011. I talked about this last week, okay? Inflation, rate hikes, economic policy uncertainty, Ukraine, the COVID comeback, the tech stocks are completely volatile. But yet there's certain companies through the last recession and the dot-com bubble that thrived and gobbled up market share. Companies like Amazon, right? Amazon doubled down on their brand, right? They had strategic lucky cash infusions right when the original recessions hit and the dot-com bubbles. This was all planned. And if we don't operate with this level of conviction and certainty, we're going to go boo-hoo, oh, the market's hard, right? And then there's going to be a couple people in your market that you're going to go, I'm smarter than that guy. I'm smarter than that gal. And they're making way more money than me. How many of you would absolutely hate to be in a position where someone way dumber than you is making a lot more money than you? If that is you, then stop the madness, as my friend Kevin O'Leary from Shark Tank would say. I'm going to bring you through some of my principles around how to become recession-proof, both in the mind and I was going to say in the business, but also maybe even in the body. The number one way to recession-proof your law firm is as follows. Become mission-focused and not limit-focused. Oh, boo-hoo. Bill's going into mindset again. Can't Andy and Bill just give us downloadable tactic tips? Okay, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, but it's true, okay? I carry this bad boy with me everywhere I go, or bad lady, whatever we want to refer to it as. This vivid vision is my savior. If things don't go as planned, if the hiring market gets hard, if things get scary, this is my battle cry, where I will be 3 years from today. So becoming mission focused is where the target becomes dramatically more important than anything preventing you from reaching that target. The job market's hard. Oh, boo-hoo, I can't delegate my casework. Oh, boo-hoo, I'm trapped on one-on-one calls with clients all the time. Stop the madness, okay? If somebody else delegated casework, if somebody else delegated intake, if somebody else has a 100-employee law firm and is able to take vacations for multiple months within the year, running market-dominating law firms, who else can do it? So we have to cut the crap, guys. When your law firm becomes a mission and not a job, eventually it's easy to delegate. It's easy to make more money. It's easy to capture more clients. It's easy to become a dominator in your market. Go ahead.
Hey, Bill, I was talking to Dan Newland yesterday, actually. He owns the second largest law firm, second largest PI firm in the state of Florida. And he's actually bigger than Morgan & Morgan in Orlando, which is where Morgan & Morgan is based out of. And he spends most of his time in South America. I'm not really sure why he said he doesn't like being in the country, but the point is this guy is the second largest firm in the state of Florida, one of the biggest in the country, $50 million earner himself personally. And he is never in the state. He's never even at his firm. It just runs by himself. It just shows you the bigger you get, the more important it is to delegate. And it's absolutely possible.
Absolutely. And to Andy's point, like when you become mission focused, you also become mission focused in your personal life, into your personal financial standards and the standards you want to create for those people that you live with every single day of the week. It begins with an F. Family. Yeah, your family. What about thinking about them instead of your own little selfish bubble of boo-hoo, I'm busy with casework? Get the boo-hoo out. Okay, because no one's going to pay you for boo-hoo, except maybe the company Yoo-hoo, because it could be copyright infringement because it's too similar, but that's a whole other story. Okay, so that was a bad joke. You can pretend you laughed, but don't pretend you laughed. I need to be reprimanded for jokes that bad. So mission focus is the first thing. When it becomes about something more than you, when it becomes about your family, when it becomes about your standards, when it becomes about the movement you're creating in your market, your brand will grow way faster, right? Your income, your bank account will grow way faster. But most attorneys are in it because they have a job, they got a degree from law school, and then they're just milking out whatever their degree is because of assumptions they never questioned for decades. That's what, unfortunately, most law firm owners are in, right? So the second thing, which is super important, is pouncing on trending opportunities, okay? In every time it gets hard, recessionary times, right? There will be something trending. I know for me, I wanted to reshare this story. When COVID-19 hit, okay, 20% of our marketing company clients, our marketing agency clients, requested to pause their bill with us, to pause their management fee with us. It was the scariest feeling on planet Earth. Courts were closed. People didn't want to spend money on marketing. And it was the scariest feeling ever. And I decided to innovate. I decided, instead of cowering down and downsizing, right, I wanted to create a movement, not just for my own company, but for the audience of law firm owners in America. And now, the reason this talk show exists 103 episodes later is because I was forced to innovate. COVID didn't happen, I probably wouldn't know anything about webinars. I probably would have never met Andy. I would have never been forced to create a new sales and marketing model for my business. But what did most people do? Most people said, oh, you get it. Oh, it's tough times. Everyone conserve, right? And then this small cohort of lawyers decided to do something different. And we did in our own company. And it resulted in us tripling our revenues through the 3 months when the world was shut down, because we got resourceful on trending opportunities. I looked at the stats on Zoom usage increasing. I said, okay, Zoom usage went up thousands of %. I guess I'm a webinar expert now. Did I know anything about webinars? Yes or no? No. Andy was the expert in webinars. I was the crazy maniac on camera, like I still am. I had no idea what I was doing. I just launched Zoom and said, okay, let's get. And my fourth webinar ever, we had 3,700 lawyers, 3,700. Actually, 3,777. 3,777 lawyers on my fourth webinar ever. My armpits were sweating. I was scared as crap, but everyone write this down. Fear is wetting your pants. Courage is doing what you set out to do, mission focused with wet pants. Courage is doing what you set out to do with wet pants. So the question is, do you want to wet your pants cowering, downsizing, laying people off, cutting marketing spend? Or do you want to wet your pants taking risk, reaching your full potential? Everyone write this down as well, right? This is key, okay? It's unethical for you to not reach your full potential, okay? Everyone thinks, oh, ethics is being good and, never rubbing people the wrong way and being nice and being calm, right? Like, oh, that's an ethical person. How many of you have heard that before? Like, oh, it's an ethical person is someone who's like nice and all buttoned up and, likable. I'm here to tell you, ethical is you reaching your purpose, because you're going to rip. Okay, just think about this. You are depriving, you are ripping off, you are stealing from your clients, from your potential clients, you're stealing from your family, you're stealing from your future. Every time you decide to go 1 mile an hour slower than your full potential.